Welcome Earthly Souls to my channel Earthly Soul Tarot. My name is Daniel for those of you who are new here. If you're not new, welcome back you guys. I know it's been a while, and as some of you may be able to tell, I am in a new room because we're finally settled into our new home. You guys, I will be posting the transformation video of this room on my YouTube channel pretty soon. Okay, I'm not entirely finished with the room yet, but once it is finished, it'll be up so you guys can see that. Yeah, I'm so happy to finally be settled in here, you guys, and doing my very first YouTube reading in this room. So let's go ahead and jump in and connect with your spirit guides. Do remember this is a collective reading, so some things might resonate, some things might not. Just take what does, my loves. And let's get these cards to cooperate. Right, spirit guides, what can you tell me about the collective's energy? What do we need to know? Okay, so two cards falling off the bat. So we're getting the Knight of Swords and the King of Swords. Interesting. So lots of air energy. You could be an air sign. I don't know why I'm hearing like imbalance. Something, it's like someone is receiving too much of something. Or maybe you're not receiving too much, maybe you're giving too much of yourself. You could be doing like a lot of favors for people right now, and you know, something about your energy feels a little bit imbalanced in the way that you are acting, maybe communicating. I'm hearing someone that's really trying to get their point across, whether it's through communication or through action, and for some reason the receiving end is not receiving it correctly. Okay, so maybe you might find that people are misunderstanding you a lot right now. Maybe this is something that you've been dealing with for a while, but especially right now, there's something about the energy currently that feels very unclear, like something is being blurred out. I don't know. The Three of Wands is coming up here as well. It's gonna give us some context about what this is about. Three of Wands. I do feel like a lot of you are planning something in the Chariot. Yeah. And I'm hearing that there's something that is supposed to be like a group effort type of thing. And I feel like you're taking on a lot of the responsibilities. It's like you should be receiving support or help from other people, but you're not. Okay. I think a lot of these responsibilities are being put on you against your will. It's like you don't really want to be the one in charge, but you have to. I'm hearing like you saying like, if I don't do it, who else will? Or if I don't do it now, when is it gonna happen? So for some of you, this could be an issue that's going on within your relationship. It could be romantic. I am getting kind of that energy where you feel like some resentment is kind of being built up because you feel like a lot of pressure is being put on you, or you maybe feel like you do more of the difficult things, you know, and the person is not really reciprocating that energy, whether this be in regards to communication or chores, actions, you know, stuff like that. Let's see what else we can get. What is causing this imbalance, Spirit? What is causing this imbalance? The Eight of Swords and the Queen of Cups. Very interesting. So this symbolizes somebody that is not able to properly express their emotions. Okay, the Queen of Cups is somebody that is really full of emotions. You know, her cup is full. She's got a lot to say. She has a lot in her mind, a lot of things that she's feeling. But the Eight of Swords is a very like hostile type of card. It's feeling restricted. It's feeling like limited almost. Tied down. Okay, yeah, I feel like a lot of you could be, I don't know, it's like someone put you in this position though. I don't feel like it's something you did to yourself. I think people are putting you in a position where it's difficult for you to express yourself or express your concerns when it comes to something. You could be kind of afraid of somebody here. I don't know, I'm getting like the energy of like a relationship. It keeps wanting to come up. So I don't know, maybe some of you resonate with that. Again, it's collective. So some of you might resonate with that. For others, this is like a family member, a coworker, anyone else. Yeah. So feeling like you're not able to really take up space, you know, physically and mentally. The Knight of Pentacles is coming up in your energy. Why is the Knight of Pentacles here, Spirit? Okay, we're getting a few cards here. So the World is the first card that I actually set my eyes on, after asking why the Knight of Pentacles is here. I feel like there's a lot of people watching you right now, collective. Like a lot of people. And I feel like that's kind of why some of you may feel like there's so much pressure being put on you, because you have a lot of eyes on you and a lot of expectations are being put on you as well. This could be within career. For some of you, it definitely is, because, you know, we're getting the Nine of Pentacles here. But this could really resonate with anything. Honestly, it could resonate with anything. We're also getting the Five of Pentacles and the Hermit, okay? Which I feel like your spirit guides is they're kind of saying that this is a possible outcome if you don't change something about your current situation, whether it's your environment, the people around you. If you don't change something about the situation, this is where you're headed. And the Five of Pentacles and the Hermit, I mean, this is somebody losing something, okay? Whether it's career-wise or finances, you know, you could start to see like a little bit of a dip in your finances, a little bit of loneliness as well with that Hermit card. I'm seeing somebody just really cutting people off, you know, becoming very isolated, becoming very almost scared too. Like, I don't know, I'm getting kind of like a timid energy from the Hermit right now, which I don't usually get, but I am getting that. And the Five of Pentacles is a card of loss. It's a card of lack, feeling like you've been left out in the cold, feeling left behind. But at the same time, it feels like you put yourself in that situation, like you cut people off, and so that's why you're alone. Now, I'm not saying this is what's gonna happen to you, okay? Like, don't be frightened. What I am saying is that if you allow these energies to overcome you or take over your energy, this is definitely something that could be possible in the near future, okay, my loves? So with that being said, I want to pull some advice for you. Spirit, how can we, thank you, advice. The Knight of Cups and the Hierophant, okay? Which is very funny because these are kind of contradicting energies. You know, the Hierophant is a very well-established figure. I say figure because when I think of the Hierophant, I don't really think of a person. I think of like an energy, right? Something very grand, something very looked up to. And I feel like, you know, we all in one way or another would like to reach the energy of the Hierophant. It's a very wise, very stable, safe, protective energy. And the Knight of Cups is kind of a little bit of the opposite of that. It's a little bit more naive, okay? Not really naive, just a little bit more fresh, right? Like younger. You know, it is a knight, so there's still a lot to learn, especially when it comes to emotions, because this is a Knight of Cups. So I think the advice for you guys here is to try not to take things so seriously, but make sure that you are maintaining a balance. I'm getting my words like mixed up here. Which I feel like there's more to this message though. Okay, thank you, Spirit. The Death card. Okay, and I'm getting like an insane headache right now. I'm getting like a really deep pressure in my my third eye. The Death card. I'm hearing like a breaking of chains. There's some type of pattern that needs to be broken. I think a lot of you, the way that you portray yourself is very different from the way that you actually are, okay? Wow, it started raining like crazy right now. I don't know if you guys can hear that, but that's crazy. Yeah, and I feel like there needs to be like a release of emotions, a release of your authentic self. you are being held back tremendously by the people around you. And I do feel like this is people. I don't feel like it's anything else. I feel like there's certain people around you, collective, that are holding you back from being your true authentic self. You're afraid of being yourself in front of these people for one reason or another. The reason doesn't really matter. It's the fact that you are hiding yourself to a certain extent. And I feel like your guides are like saying that has to go. That energy needs to go. You need to step out of your shell and show yourself, okay? Be vulnerable. There's something about your energy that, again, you have the Hierophant in you, okay? But it's like you're portraying yourself as the Knight of Cups. And people see you and they underestimate you because they think that, you know, you're not very wise, or you don't really, you know, you're not as, you know what I mean? You're not as wise, you're not as experienced, or you're not as, I almost want to say like worthy of what? I don't know of what, but you're almost like not worthy enough. And that's just simply not true. In fact, you have something that most people don't have. But I feel like you're afraid to show that. You're afraid to expose yourself, which is kind of sad, because I do feel like a lot of you have a really big purpose, but for some reason you're letting people get to you. You're letting people stop you from fulfilling that purpose, okay? It's the Six of Wands at the bottom of the deck. I can't make that up. You need to come out of your shell, okay? So I am talking to somebody that is probably very shy, or maybe a little bit anxious, or maybe you've been thinking of starting something like some sort of project, or putting yourself out there more, even if it's just like getting up and going to the gas station by yourself, you know? There's something where you have to be courageous enough to step out of your comfort zone and make a change for yourself. And if you don't do that, my loves, then this energy is going to overtake you. It's going to overcome you, and it's going to be that much more difficult to get out of it, okay? My head hurts so bad right now, you guys. Let's pull an oracle card for your final message. Spirit guides, what is the final message for the collective that this is resonating with? Wow, and I actually pulled this card yesterday on a different reading. Blessing with the number 20. This is very beautiful, because I feel anytime I see the word blessing, I think of like a promise being fulfilled. I think of somebody receiving a really huge wish fulfillment, or really huge achievement being, you know, achieved. Yeah, I mean, all I want to say is just keep going, collective, keep going. And remember that you're much more capable of doing big things than you think, okay? I feel like a lot of you really dim your own light, okay? And because of that, you know, okay, I'm kind of seeing like you know, sometimes when you look at like a light, it's so bright that like it kind of hurts your eyes and it kind of gives you a headache. I feel like I'm experiencing that right now because this ring light is so bright. It's kind of like that. Imagine if you were the lamp. Okay, let's say you're the ring light and you're keeping all that light inside. You're not letting your light out. I feel like I'm explaining this so bad. Where do you think that brightness is gonna go? It's gonna stay inside your body, and that's probably gonna hurt. Okay, like it hurts. Me just looking at this ring light right now hurts my eyes. Imagine if that ring light were not able to put that light somewhere else. I know that's probably like a dumb analogy, but you know what I mean? Like that light has to go somewhere. If you keep it in, you're just going to, I'm literally gonna say like this, you're going to burst, okay? And I don't want that to happen to you. I don't want you to burst. Yeah, my loves, I think I'm gonna end the reading at that. I love you so much. And again, I missed you guys so much. I miss doing these tarot readings for you guys. I'm so happy that I'm finally settled into this room. Again, keep an eye out for that video. I'll be posting it very soon. It's not gonna be anything crazy, just something that you guys could, you know, watch and feel like you've been a part of the creation of this sacred room, because it really is such a sacred space for me. I feel so safe and cozy in this room. And I hope you guys like the new background. Yeah, my loves, I love you so much, and I'll see you on the next reading. Goodbye.